Shalom, family trendsetter. Assalamu alaikum. All praises be to the Most High. I'm actually in D.C. hanging out with my boys. I'm actually waiting for them to meet me here. So I figure while I'm waiting, let me come on here and give you my 2 cents on the post-debate. Now, I'm sure many of y'all probably seen like thousands of videos and shit about what happened last night with Biden. But, you know, I'm going to give you my little spin on it. Now, it's not probably any different than what other people are saying, because I mean it's obvious that this man needs to step down from trying to seek another 4 years. This man definitely is not in it. There was actually some rumors about Jill Biden pushing him to continue with the presidency, like basically referring to her as presenting elderly abuse towards the man, because she's trying to hold on to being the first lady, the most powerfulest woman in the world. Because, you know, once you become a commander-in-chief or a so-called commander-in-chief in America, you're the most powerfulest person. So they're saying that she's the one that's pushing him to continue with, the presidency. But after seeing the debate last night, and this is the Dale family, so I decided, you know what, reluctantly, I'm going to watch the debate because I just want to see if all the rumors about this man is true. So someone was saying, they're going to pump him up with drugs. They're going to get in the man a whole bunch of Mountain Dew. I don't know what the hell Mountain Dew got to do with it. I guess it's some energy type shit. But they were saying that he's going to come out strong. And I really want to see him stand up to Trump, right? Because Trump, everybody, we hear Trump all the time. He spew the same rhetoric and shit. It's like the same old. All he talk about is himself. He don't really talk about what he's going to do for the people. You ever notice it's like at his rallies and shit, he always talk about himself. He don't talk about no one else. He don't talk about, when I become the president, I'm going to do this for you guys. I'm going to make sure. He don't do none of that shit. He talk about sharks and shit. Talk about fucking batteries, boat batteries. I mean, the man, some of this shit. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I be watching his shit, but I be hearing it, at the day after, how they talk about him, right? But anyway, I saw, you know what? I'm going to tune into this shit and I'm going to just watch it. Like, if the first 15 minutes, Biden come out all fucked up, I'm just going to tune out and just hear about it the next day. So sure enough, this nigga walked on stage, looked like a deer in the headlight and shit. Looked like he's like, where the fuck he was at. Almost like, why y'all woke me up? That's the way he looked and shit, right? So he walked out on the stage. He said some shit. I don't understand what the fuck he was saying. And then, then Trump came out, Trump being Trump, right? Because one thing about Trump, right, he have a personality. Now, Trump is not really a politician. He's an entertainer, so he know how to entertain, okay? Now, Trump is not far behind Biden as far as age is concerned, but I believe Biden's in his 80s or some shit like that. What I believe they should put like a cap on, age restriction when you can drive and when you can become a politician, because like these devils just hold on to their dear life, even their last breath, to power and shit, right? So anyway, long story short, he came out on the stage and they start asking questions. The man sounded like he just woke up out of bed. I'm talking about Biden. Sounded like he just woke up out of bed. And I remember there was a part where Biden was saying some shit and he just, I don't know what the fuck he was saying, right? And then the moderator said to Trump, do you want to respond? So Trump was like, I didn't understand what he said. He don't even know what he said. This shit was so fucking funny. It was hilarious because it was true. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I was like, what are you saying? Now, there was some points, that Biden made and shit. He came back at Trump, calling him alley cat and shit. Say, you slept with a porn star while your wife was pregnant. It's whatever, the same old, right? But for the most part, Trump was still upbeat. Trump was more cognizant than Biden is. And as much as I don't like Trump, I have to give it to Trump. Trump actually won the debate. But there's a big but. Throughout the whole debate, family, Trump lied. The whole fucking debate. It's like every time they give a question to Trump, this man start lying, embellishing shit. Every achievement that Obama did, right? And I don't like Obama. Don't get me wrong. I don't like that motherfucker either, because he's not one of us. He never experienced slavery. He came from privilege. His mother was white. Her great-great-grandmother and shit owned slaves. So he's not one of us. Y'all might think he's one of us. And his father was from Kenya. Never experienced slavery. That motherfucker never went to slavery. And there was some slaves allegedly that came from Africa, but his father wasn't one. So they don't know what it is to be, slaves and shit. They didn't have any ancestors that were slaves. maybe Michelle or Michael, Michelle, let's keep it Michelle. Michelle probably, know what it's like to be a part of slavery, because I'm sure her forefathers were slaves, right? Child slavery. But anyway, all the shit that Trump was saying that he achieved was shit that Obama did. Now, I don't know much about policies, but I do know a lot about politics. And I know for a fact that a lot of stuff that he was saying that he created and he achieved, it was a goddamn lie. If it wasn't Obama, it was Biden that actually came up with these. But what I didn't like about Biden, he didn't push back. He didn't, fact check him on a lot of shit that he allegedly said he did. And because he wasn't doing that, what happened? Trump took advantage of him. And that's what a lot of people was, having a problem with Biden. Like, this was the opportunity for Biden to fact check this devil, this lying devil, because Trump lies. Trump been lying since his presidency. People are used to Trump being a liar, right? So it's not going to be so difficult for Biden to fact check him and say, oh, no, that's not true. I came up with this, or Obama came up with this, or this was on the Obama administration. He didn't do none of that shit. So he was weak. He was focusing on just staying on his motherfucking feet. You know what I'm saying? So after all of that was done last night. I mean, this man was horrible, family. I kid you not. Like I said, I don't like Trump, right? I would never endorse Trump. I don't care none of these devils. If you ain't one of our people, I could care less about you, right? But if I had to give the debate as far as cognition is concerned and performance is concerned, I would give it to Trump. And I'm saying to myself, these are the fucking candidates that we have to choose from, right? I hear some innuendos that, they considering having him step down, and that's his decision. They can't force him to step down because he already got the nomination, the primary, right? Throughout the primary, 50 states already gave him the nomination and shit, right? So it's not like he had any, objection. He ain't had no contestants and shit. It was only him alone. So all 50 states. So how easy it's going to be for them to replace him? It's not. It's not going to be easy for them to replace him. You only got 4 more months, right? Well, we're in July, right? Well, we're almost in July, right? Fuck it. We're in July, August, September, October, November. 4 more months before the damn election. So it's going to be very difficult for them to try to replace him. And then I hear them saying, oh, if they decide to replace him, these are the candidates. They talking about all these women and shit one from Michigan and, all these women. They're not even talking about black people. Cory Booker, to me, would be a good candidate, right? Because I know for a fact if Cory Booker become president, he will look out for the black community based on his track record, based on his, his speeches. Because I've been following Cory Booker. I would definitely, if I could vote, or if I was able to vote, or if I wanted to vote, which I wouldn't vote for a motherfucker over my, other than my nation, I would vote for Cory Booker. But they didn't mention him. Right? What about that Kamala bitch, right? She's vice president. Why they don't say, well, why don't she run in replace of Biden? No, because they don't want a black woman. They don't want a black man, right? So my thing is this, right? If this is the only choice that we have, we are screwed, because if Biden goes back for another 4 years, definitely he's not going to make it. He definitely ain't going. I can't foresee Biden living another 2 years. And I hate to say it, but he's from another nation. I could give a fuck about them devils, palm-colored devils. I can't see him living for another 2 years. This man is on his way out, right? And if Biden, honestly, if Biden wants to get the presidency, as much as I hate to say it, family, I'm going to be on the side of the conspiracy where it says the election is rigged. Now, I know the 2020 election was not rigged. I know this shit was fair and square. But if Biden happens to be the fucking president moving forward after this performance that he had, on Thursday, I'm going to be convinced that the election really is rigged, because there's no way people, after seeing the performance, what he did on Thursday, people are going to want to vote for this man. Now, I hear about I think they said John F. K. Jr., some shit like that. They, considering, I guess he's an independent and shit. They might consider him too. Who knows? I guess he would be a better candidate than Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because if Trump go back into the White House, family, we are screwed. That 2025 agenda that they have planned for Trump, should he become president again? Because we're living amongst a bunch of goofies. These white people are not that smart as you think they are. right? All they know is that, we got to protect our Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. They're not thinking about who is behind that shit, because they think that if Trump becomes president again, Trump is going to change the Constitution. He's going to make amendments. He's going to change the fucking law to the point where after him, it's either going to be his daughter / his wife. And I say his daughter / his wife. I'm not talking about his real wife. I'm talking about his daughter, because he be saying some weird shit about his daughter. I'm telling you, family, you should, oh my God. Listen, let me shut up, right? I believe if Trump becomes president, he's going to change it to where after him, he's going to be a dictator, number one, because the 2025 agenda is for that purpose, right? I believe if he become president, after him, after he pass on, it's going to pass down to his son or his daughter, right? It's going to be like another North Korea. Trust me when I tell you. He's going to make sure that shit. And Trump is going to do everything in his power to become president, because he needs the presidency in order to stay out of jail. Now, I can't really see him going to jail, because if he does go to jail, right, he's still going to have Secret Service. He's going to have bodyguard in jail. So I'm sure they're not going to give him that much jail time. The most they might give him, if they want to, send a message and shit, they probably get a motherfucker like 2 months, right? 30 days in jail. That's the most I see Trump getting if they gave him in jail time. And what he's really afraid of, not necessarily the New York trial, he's really afraid of that Georgia trial, that Florida trial, right? The one that he took the fucking the documents and shit. That's what he's afraid of, because that shit right there is a whole different ball game. So Trump ain't care. He don't care about the 34 indictment that he got in New York. Whatever. They ain't gonna give him no time for that shit. They probably gonna get probation, because it's a first time thing. It's pretty much a white collar crime. But he is scared about that document shit, because that document shit is a whole different ball game. They have a law that's written about taking classified documents, especially if they tell you to bring the shit back and you lied about the shit. That's a whole different. So he's more concerned about that shit. And that's why this bitch Aileen Cannon, she's delaying the fucking court thing, because she knows if she was to set a date before the election, and he is going to be indicted. There's no way in hell he can beat this trial, because there's too much evidence against him. And this is why this bitch Aileen Cannon, I said it, right? First Amendment right, freedom of speech, bitch. This is why she's delaying the shit, because she knows that, wow, we got to make sure we delay the shit for at least once he become president, he can actually throw the shit out, believe it or not. He have the power to veto, to throw the shit out, the case out. And that's what they're banking on. So again, family, my take on the shit is that Biden is weak. This man is on his last leg. That bitch, Jill, right? Jill Biden, she is behind the shit. She's the one that's pushing the shit. She's the one that's pushing him. It's almost like elderly abuse, because this man is not cognizant. He has dementia. This man froze on stage. He didn't know what the fuck he was saying. He had a senior moment. And I heard that she's the one behind the shit, trying to, keep the power. She want to continue to be first lady. Look, I seen a video where this bitch was kissing another man on his lips. I kid you not. There was a video out there. This woman, she's a freak. She's weird. All these devils are weird. These palm color hybrids are weird. You know what I'm saying? Biden, what can Biden do for her? You know what I'm saying? After a certain age, right? A man becomes incompetent. But a woman, they still can get it. You know what I'm saying? Even in their motherfucking old age, their senior age, they can still get it. But a senior man ain't gonna be able to deliver this shit. So this bitch is a freak. I seen a video about this shit. She's weird. She kissed this. I forgot who it was. I'm gonna try to find the video and shit and probably show y'all. Right? But family, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think, number one, is if Biden's gonna get elected as president, you think he's gonna get another 4 term? That's number one. That's the first question. The second question is, if he does get a second term, 4 more years, right? Do you think he's gonna last? I don't think so. And I don't think I really don't see them giving him the presidency, because I know presidents are selected. They're not gonna give him the shit, because they know he's not gonna last. And they definitely don't want that Kamala Harris bitch, right, to be the president. You know what I'm saying? They definitely don't want a black woman in office. They definitely don't want that shit. But I'm gonna leave it right there. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. With that, I say shalom.